Ooh, sexy.
It's a car, right? Chicks love the car.
No, it's your sexy voice.
Really?
No, it sounds like you have throat cancer.
Hello, big kids. It's time for your
What up, big kids? Here's your big review, and I mean big review of the Dark Knight Hot Toys Batmobile Tumbler 1/6 collectible movie masterpiece vehicle. Here we got the packaging. It's very simple packaging. It just has the a blueprint of the tumbler right there. You can see it says the Dark Knight Batmobile. It says Hot Toys right there, and on the other side, movie masterpiece. Top and bottom of the box says the Dark Knight Batmobile. Same with the sides of the box, just says the Dark Knight Batmobile, but at the bottom it says Collector's Edition MMS 69. Ooh, 69. The back of the box just says the Dark Knight Batmobile Hot Toys presents, and has all the people that designed it and built it, plus a warning. And a warning, you want to choke on the big tumbler, even though it does come in black. Holy giant Hot Toys Batman, it's time to tumble into this review. And here we got the tumbler out of the box. This thing is freaking huge. You can see it's on my couch and it's still hanging off of the couch. Don't worry, it won't fall. Let's take a closer look at it. Start with the front tires. These will become, of course, the tires for the Batpod, which I did review. I don't have that anymore, but I am getting the new one. Long story, but yeah, they are the same tires, so I can't really compare it at the moment. But I will when I get it. But yeah, these are pure rubber tires, really thick. That's what she said. But yeah, they do turn, and you can see here, actually, when you move that, they move in sync with each other, which I really like that Hot Toys did that. And you can take a look at the detail. It is just, that's why they call it a movie masterpiece. It is a masterpiece. Like I said, this is mostly plastic. There is some rubber and maybe some metal parts, but with the screws and everything. But yeah, it's mostly like plastic, and because this thing is pretty damn heavy. It's not as heavy as it seems it would be. It could be a lot heavier, but definitely it's pretty big. It does have windshield wipers. They don't move that much, so I wouldn't recommend that, but I'll get into that. But he has clear windows. There is a Batman figure in there at the moment, but I'll show more of that. It has LED lights, which I'll also show there. But the front view, you can see here, side view there, you can see how long this thing is. Like I said, it's huge. Does it come in black? Indeed, and it is really black, but I love the paint on here. It really does look like the actual movie one, and I've seen a replica one at Comic-Con and a few other places. Now these little pieces, like the fin spoilers, whatever you call them, they are articulated. I guess I'll go into the articulation. They do move up and down a little bit. You have to be really careful because it comes with a total of 8 different pieces, which are these side spoiler parts, which I would recommend if it does come off, because these do have a tendency to come off, to use super glue or something. Like I said, this thing is kind of popping out. That's the only real kind of flaw with it. But you can use super glue to keep it on there because they will have a tendency to move. But like I said, I won't recommend playing with this like a toy because this is expensive collectible. Look at that, like the tires look really cool, like with the rims and everything. Big old tires. But yeah, these little spoilers right here do move, up and down, whatever you want to do right here, and the back ones here. So it does have some articulation, which is really cool. I do like that a lot. Back view, you can see the very nice detailing of the tires. Like I said, it has a really dirty feel, like he just ran over some police cars, because Batman's badass like that. Now you can see there's a red tab. All 4 tires have this little tab, which Hot Toys does this, which is really smart. If you don't want the wheels to roll, because all these wheels will roll if you want to use it, want to push around like a real toy, but they have these little red tabs to keep it in place, so if you have it on a shelf, you won't have to worry about it rolling, which is very smart. You can see the paint apps. It would be cool if they put some little lights on the back there with the exhaust. I would absolutely love that, but it's still okay. It seems to have these hydraulics suspension system, but it actually doesn't. It is just more for vanity, which it's okay, but it'd be cool if it really had that in there. And you can see you have some dials and everything, which is very cool that Hot Toys went the extra mile to add some dials on the back here. Hidden on the left side of the Batmobile is a slot where you have a screw right there. You put 3 AAA batteries, the lights feature, because it has 10 LED lights. which I'll show here, and there's the on and off switch. So it's on the side right here, real hidden. I'm glad it's on the side and not on the bottom. Turning this upside down would just destroy it or scratch it up. So thank God Hot Toys put it on the side. Thank you so much for that. Now let me show you the light up feature. It's very awesome. Here, this switch on the side, so once you turn it on, you can see here it has a big LED light right here, two right here, two right here, plus one right there, two right there and two right there. So 10 LED lights. Quite really impressive. These lights are freaking bright. Like I said, Batman will have no problem driving this thing in the dark. Now, one of the coolest features, of course, since it's a 1/6 scale tumbler, you can actually fit your Hot Toys 1/6 scale Batman figures inside theirs. And you can open it up just like it does in the movie. Of course, it's not automatic like in the movie, but for what this is pretty awesome. So with the way you handle this, like it says in the instructions, pull this up where it actually has a hinge that goes up like this. The front part right here, you want to actually tilt it down a little bit, then slide it back, and it slides in really nicely. I do have my Hot Toys Batman inside there. He's been in there the whole time, and he fits them very nicely. You can actually fit two Hot Toys figures very comfortably inside. And what's really cool is the amount of detail that's inside this. The front of the console has dials and buttons and a little grid map for the tumbler right there. Just like in the movie, it has more dials right in there. Like I said, the amount of detail is hard to show here on camera, but it's just spectacular what Hot Toys went the extra mile in here. Even the inside looks like it's, has some scratches or anything like that, what it really would look like. It's really cool. On the side of Batman, it has a little drop down, little grid here. This just shows him his little map and radar and everything, which is very cool. I love the detail in here, and you can flip it down. And he has the little clutch, whatever, for his turbo to put in the nitro, so he can jump bridges. You can see here Batman is in here very nicely. Putting Batman in here is definitely something. It's not too much of a challenge, but yeah, like his legs in here, you kind of have to put the belt up closer. It's something like I'm going to keep my Batman in here. This is my first Dark Knight Batman. You can see here he sits in pretty comfortably. Like his legs are a little spread out. You can actually bring this back so you can position your Batman in here. Putting him in here, like I said, it's not that hard at all. It just because of the rubberized suit, it may be a little tricky. And what's cool is that the steering column can go left and right, just like it does in the movie. It doesn't do the cool thing where, he can go underneath and get into the bat pod position, but it's still very cool nonetheless. And like I said, it has a little plastic right here to make it clear. It doesn't go up and down really, but the fact that you can adjust this, and these seats here are adjustable. You can move them back and forth a little bit. So like I said, the amount of detail in here is just amazing. The Batmobile does come with instructions on how to assemble your spoilers and everything in both English or in Chinese, Hong Kong, whatever it is. But yeah, it gives you also how to open up the Batmobile and how to place Batman in there and the batteries. Nice car! You should see my other one. Well, that's way sexier than your dead girlfriend. Shut up, star. Size comparison time. So here you can see the Hot Toys tumbler is in perfect scale with your Hot Toys figures. Like with Batman standing up, Batman is a little bit taller, but that's right, because like the tumbler isn't. I've been next to the tumbler. Like you are taller than when you stand next to it, but it's more longer, I guess, or not as long, but I don't know, it's like bulky. I don't explain, but anyway, you can see this perfect scale. It fits, Batman in there quite nicely compared to the launch Batmobile that we got a few years ago. Now, if you're a Batman fan, especially of the Nolan Batman universe, this will definitely be the centerpiece of your collection. This thing is huge. It's amazing. Like really, the amount of detail and engineering that Hot Toys put into this is just staggering. Of course, it'd been cool if it had more LEDs, especially with the thrusters, and it had a suspension system. It'd been cool if this thing could actually be like a huge RC car, and I'm sure there's customizers that could do that. But the thing is, like, this thing is just meant to be a great display piece. It's not really meant to play because there is some very fragile parts. Even putting those spoilers on, I showed you in the back, you have to be very careful. You might need some super glue to keep some in place. It's not that noticeable, but if you're very nitpicky about it, it will be noticeable to your eye. And like I said, you'll need some super glue to keep it in place. This thing it is durable for the most part, but like I said, I wouldn't recommend like having your kids or whatever just throwing it around or putting it down the hill, because if it crashed, it would be pretty devastating. But like I said, as a collector's piece, it is beautiful. This thing is awesome. The fact that it can fit 2 Hot Toys figures inside here with the LED lights, it will awe everyone, like your friends, your family. It like my girlfriend loves this thing. It's like she's so happy I have this, and I'm so happy I have this. Unfortunately, this version of the Batmobile is sold out right now. I got this at alteregocomics.com, which I want to thank them for. You can get the camo version, the one that, before the tumbler, does it come in black, or in the Dark Knight Rises when Bane has a bunch. This was $423 from Alter Ego, plus shipping, of course. But compared to Sideshow Collectibles, that is a really good price. I know before the relaunch of this was going for like $1,000, $2,000 or more. So if you're lucky to get this for under $500, get it, because like I said, for any true Batman fan, you'll absolutely love this. This thing looks amazing, like displayed. This thing is just so freaking cool, and I can't recommend enough. Besides the little things of not having as many LED lights and just being a little fragile and stuff, for not having some working hydraulics, whatever, I highly recommend this thing, and you guys would love it if you own this. For more geek news, reviews, and more, check out bkbn.net. I'm Sean Long. Remember, celebrate your gnome in a big way. Where does he get those wonderful toys? He gets them at alteregocomics.com. Excuse me. He was saying he gets them at alteregocomics.com. For the latest in Hot Toys, Sideshow Collectibles, replicas, and more, visit alteregocomics.com. They take PayPal, pre-order, and they lowest prices on the net. Lowest price for Hot Toys. You must be joking. Do I look like I'm joking? Go to bkbn.net! Go to bkbn.net! Go to bkbn.net! I tell you to go down! Stay with me. Rachel! Wait a second, you're not Rachel.
Hell no, I'm Black Widow.
What happened to Rachel?
Who cares? She's gonna be recast in the next movie. I have the #1 movie in box office.
Yeah, you're right. Screw that bitch.